So today we're talking about which is better, being treated like a VIP inside a private area on one of the world's largest cruise ships,
or sailing on a small luxury ship where the entire vessel feels exclusive.
We've now experienced MSC Yacht Club and Ponant, and although they're both described as luxury cruising, they could not feel more different.
One gives you a private escape from the crowds, and the other removes the crowds completely.
So today we're comparing MSC Yacht Club and Ponant to discover which one is actually the most luxurious cruise line.
Now that we've tried both MSC Yacht Club and Ponant, we're going to do some highlights and compare the two. So our first experience was the MSC Yacht Club for a 2-nighter going from Southampton, and our Ponant experience was 7 nights going around Iceland.
And it is important to talk about the fact that this is not a direct cruise comparison, because one of them costs a month's wages and one of them costs about as much as a car.
Yeah, it's more about the two different styles of luxury cruising, isn't it?
Mm.
One of the key highlights with the MSC Virtuosa was the priority boarding, greeting the butler, walking through the whole ship together and then taking us to our dedicated area.
Yeah, and with Ponant, although it was a lot calmer, there was less people around, we were one of the last to board with Ponant, so it didn't feel as luxurious, although I imagine if we were the first group to board, it probably would have felt more luxurious, although we were waiting until the end of 200 people rather than 7,000.
Yeah.
So with MSC Yacht Club, we were obviously the special few amongst the thousands.
Yeah, I think it was 260, wasn't it? 230, 260, something like that.
Somewhere around there,
Yeah. Whereas on Ponant, you're all VIPs on the 260 people that are there.
Yeah.
Which is, it's still nice, but it doesn't feel as exclusive, I don't think.
So the atmosphere of MSC Yacht Club on the Virtuosa felt calm, felt nice, felt different to when you left the yacht club area.
Yeah, it was a bit chaotic, wasn't it?
Yeah, but also the option was there to leave and go into the other areas.
Yeah, like it's a massive ship. It holds like 6,000 people, and we're in one part of it, so it's nice to kind of explore that other part of the ship as well.
Yeah, whereas obviously with Ponant, it was, I mean, it's nice, it depends what you're after, I suppose, but the whole area was peaceful. The whole ship was peaceful.
Yeah.
It was the same few people that you saw like day in, day out.
Yeah.
There were the same people sat in the same seats in the same areas of the lounges and things.
Going on the excursions, you kind of went with the same people as well. So that was nice. You kind of built a relationship up with those people.
Yeah. I can't think of any of the guests that we saw in Yacht Club that we saw more than once.
No.
That must be because it's such a bigger ship.
Yeah, and that was all exploring the rest of the ship, just using it as a base, whereas we loved it that much, we kind of stayed in there, didn't we?
Yeah. So, size of the ship.
That's so hard to compare. It's like that portion of MSC Yacht Club that we was in was the entire ship of the Ponant. It was like a luxury yacht feel, wasn't it? It was amazing.
Yeah. With the MSC Yacht Club, I don't really think, apart from the butler and the concierge, we didn't really see any of the same staff more than once, I would say. Oh, we did in the restaurant.
We did, and I think that was only because of our friend we took with us. She was Mauritian, the staff were Mauritian, so they kept coming back to our table.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think they would have normally come to our table in that case.
So even the restaurant in Yacht Club was bigger than the restaurant in wasn't it? And I mean, to be fair, if you remember the staff on Ponant, the restaurant wait staff, they were there throughout the day at lunch, then they were there on the evening. You kind of got to know them.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more intimate on Ponant than MSC.
Yeah.
Even though once you was in the small yacht club area of the Virtuosa, it felt quite intimate at the time.
Yeah.
But comparing it to Ponant, it was not.
Yeah, now that we've been on Ponant and experienced that, I think you can really see the differences in I don't want to say quality, because they both had quality, but that, as you said, that intimate feeling, you get to know them really, really well.
Yeah.
MSC Virtuosa that we went on, you had a yacht club. That comes with the yacht club butler. As you've probably heard from our previous videos, our experience of that butler wasn't the best. It was a nice touch, but wasn't the best.
You don't really mean about the butler, though.
No. It's just, I don't think we got the full experience of a two-nighter. And I'm going to be honest, this is my personal take, I didn't need a butler on Ponant. I don't know how you felt with that one.
Well, no, every staff member was kind of that personal service anyway.
Yeah, especially in the morning, like when we got up, we went through the bar going to go have a vape, and the wait staff just said 2 Red Bulls as we was walking through to go for a vape, and then the Red Bulls were ready for us.
Yeah.
I think that is almost like a butler service in a way, because the ship is so small. It was really nice.
Yeah, they were all kind of concierge, weren't they?
Yeah.
Anyone would do anything for you anyway that you asked.
Yeah.
If you needed something or to find out where something was or whatever, then...
Even making reservations and the excursions and everything, you didn't need a butler for that.
Yeah.
They only had to cater for 260 guests.
And there was never a queue. Obviously, on boarding day, there was that one queue of all 40 of us.
Yeah.
But it was straight through.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there was never a queue. I don't think I ever even saw anyone waiting at guest services.
No, and I never saw anyone waiting at the bar. It's literally, as soon as they saw you, they had the drink starting to be made for you. It was that quick.
And ask you to take a seat and they'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
Dining on MSC Yacht Club on Virtuosa, for me, I felt like it was easier for me to find food on the Virtuosa, even just in the yacht club. I mean, maybe I felt lucky on the 2 nights we were there.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed all of the food that I ordered. There wasn't really more choice.
There was just more realistic food that you would eat, I think.
Yeah, and that could just be to do with we were sailing from the UK versus we were on a French cruise line around Iceland.
Yeah.
But also there was food available 24/7. So in Yacht Club, when you were walking into the topsail lounge, there was always little bites to eat, and also in the pool area there was also snacks every time we went up there.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there was always food to grab just in Yacht Club.
Yeah.
And if for any reason there wasn't something I could eat in Yacht Club, then we could have always gone to the buffet. Yeah. The pizza. Pizza wasn't as good on.
No.
Something changed with the pizza. It wasn't the MSC pizza. Don't know why.
No, the dough was really thick and horrible, and the cheese just kind of slid off the pizza.
Yeah, it was kind of like an undercooked Asda pizza.
Yeah.
But the food, obviously, my opinion's different because I'm vegetarian who doesn't really like vegetables.
Yeah.
Whereas your opinion on the food, what did you think to the food on Ponant?
I thought it was amazing. I really, really enjoyed the food. The only downside I'm going to give it is the timings of the food.
Yeah.
But the food itself was amazing. There was guinea fowl, there was steaks, there was having barbecues, there was doing fajitas, and when the food was served, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I got it because when I was walking past and I could see the vegetarian options, I already knew. I thought John isn't going to eat that, and you had to you came back with a plate of chips.
Yeah, which is more about me.
Yeah.
Rather than their food options.
Yeah.
The food that was there did look amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
As long as you was hungry between sort of 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. and then between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Yeah, and then obviously if we've been on an excursion, we then missed the meal and then had to order room service where you got an undercooked wheat burger, like those actual pieces of wheat coming out of your burger.
Yeah.
A bit odd. I liked with Ponant, because it's all inclusive already, you don't have to have your card constantly out getting a drink. So every time you went to the bar, you just got your drink because everyone is all inclusive on there.
Yeah.
And I think that feels, I know it's not a massive thing, but it feels quite disjointed to get your card out, to then give them the card and then put it back in. Whereas on Ponant, you walked up, you got your drink, you walked away.
There was a thing about some drinks weren't included though. I'm not really sure how it worked though, because I mean every drink we had was included.
Yeah, it's premium all inclusive, so I'm not sure.
But if you remember when Nicole was asking for a certain drink.
Oh, was it like the cocktail thing that she wanted?
Something wasn't included and she could have something but not the other.
Right, okay.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Whereas MSC, every bar, every drink, you had to get your card out. Even, they didn't have anything to identify you other than your card. And me personally, it would have been nice.
You had your bracelet.
Yeah, but if you've got long sleeves on, it would be nice if you actually just showed them your card and they just went, yeah, your yacht club, that's fine.
Because did we have to show our cards in the top sail lounge as well? You only have to show the card when you're not in yacht club.
Yeah, but it's not just show your card, it's then they scan the card. But I don't know if that's because it's ID, you could just make friends with someone and they use your card maybe.
Also, there was like a limit on drinks. It was something like 2 every 10 minutes or 2 every 15 minutes or something.
I don't know if that applied to yacht club.
So first of all, let's talk about just the the yacht club entertainment.
Okay.
So that was more in line with what was happening on Ponant.
Yeah.
So there was a live singer playing the piano.
Yeah.
It was chilled, felt romantic and cozy. It was kind of cocktails around the piano. That is kind of what it was like every night on Ponant in the main lounge.
Yeah.
It was a singer, a piano. So that is kind of the same entertainment.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ponant had, I think, was it 2 shows while we were on there?
Yeah, there was 2 main shows, weren't there? And then when they didn't have the main shows, they was doing little bits of entertainment in the main lounge.
Yeah, but I'm on about in the theatre. So there was 2 shows. One night they played football.
Yeah.
If you remember, because France was playing.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is, obviously on Virtuosa Yacht Club, there was a private area in the theatre, which they did let the other guests in once it got to a certain time before the show started. But obviously you always had a space if you were a yacht club on Virtuosa.
Yeah.
Ponant, there was a seat for everybody in the theatre anyway, so it didn't matter if everybody wanted to go to the theatre, then everyone could go.
Yeah.
So we only went to the second showing.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had done the other one as well, though.
But
It was amazing.
The one we saw on Ponant was amazing.
Yeah.
So
the entertainment on the Virtuoso, you had to get the main entertainment, you had to go out of the yacht club and go to the main theatre, and it was very stereotypical of cruise ship entertainment. It was, big shows, lots of singing, lots of dancing. It was really good. There's a lot going on, and it does feel quite crowded in there. But overall, I think it was a really good show. They do the 2 showings, and then you can also pay to have a different entertainment. But we never paid to get the entertainment. 'Cause I think the main one kind of did what it needed to, took a night's entertainment away.
Yeah.
With the Virtuoso as well, it's not just the main entertainment that you can get around in the theatre. They also do it around the ship because the ship is so big. They've got it in the main entrance
Gallery,
part.
was it?
Yeah, the gallery. They do entertainment there as well. So there's like magicians, there's dancers, there's singers. There's always something going there. If it's they've brought a band in or done something like that, that will play there. Whereas on Ponant, it's that entertainment and that's it. Whereas MSC, if you didn't want to go to the main show, you could go somewhere else on the ship and there'll be entertainment there as well.
So obviously Ponant, the Iceland mosaic cruise that we were on, is built around Iceland.
Yeah.
We can't really compare the sailing on the MSC Virtuosa Yacht Club with that because one of them went around Iceland and one of them stopped off in France and back.
Yeah.
But I do think it's important to say, like, the Ponant one is fully built around Iceland, so everything was made. Everything is about the excursion.
Yeah.
So MSC Virtuosa is more, you can hang on the ship, you can get off at port, you can do what you like. But I do think Ponant, I think we've said it before, but Ponant, the excursion was the destination.
Yeah. It like immerses you into it, doesn't it? Like it's the whole holiday as a whole, like going to those destinations where, like you say, MSC, you could stay on the ship, there's lots of entertainment, or you...
So sorry.
You can stay on the ship if you wanted to, or you could go off to these destinations, but it doesn't immerse you into the destination that you're visiting, whereas Ponant, it's all about that destination and it really puts you in that place. It's hard to describe because you kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really nice feeling knowing that you're going to Iceland and everything around you is going to be Iceland, whereas MSC, I know we did the 2-night one, but it wasn't all about France when we went to France.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare on that one, but yeah.
Are you all right over there?
I thought I turned it down.
So one important thing to mention is the Ponant excursions are all included.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any excursions available on our, because we only did a short sailing with MSC anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think they include any excursions.
They don't include any. There was ones that you could purchase, but not included.
Yeah. So that's obviously a bonus with Ponant, that everything's included, designed for you. You pick from a couple. I mean, it's a similar thing with MSC, but it's just if you want to do it, you got to pay for it.
Yeah. And I think that comes with the price point as well, like you said earlier.
Yeah. One
is a car, one is a month's wage.
Yeah.
You can choose from like 8 different excursions for each port that you go into, and it's because I think the reason why is because it's just the standard cruise excursions that everyone does when they go to these destinations. Whereas Ponant, they've picked the itinerary, they've gone through and said, our guests would love this itinerary. That's the excursions we're going to put on. Whereas MSC is like, do you want to go see the cathedral? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? We can take you there on a bus. It's not as curated for you, and I think that's a big difference.
So it's all kind of flowers and fjords.
Yeah, basically, yeah. One of the big differences I found with Ponant, when you was getting off. There was no waiting, there was no crowding. Even though we was MSC Yacht Club, it's quite daunting walking up to the ship and seeing a really big line when you've got off a day's excursion and there's this massive line there. It clicks, yes, you've got priority, but it's already like, oh wow, okay.
Plus, you've only really got priority to, I mean, I think it depends which doors they're using, because some of them, getting on and off the ship was a different part. But like when we got back on with MSC in France, they took you past all the queues, but then once you got past the queues, you were still in the normal security and you were in the queues for the lifts.
Yeah, and that was hectic.
Yeah, it was still hectic. You still had to experience some of the hectic.
Yeah.
Before you got back up to the serene yacht club area.
Yeah, and it's like you're already a bit tired because you've had a day offshore. To get back, you kind of just want that going straight to your area and just chill out, where it was going on to the hectic, chaotic part of the ship, which is great, but not when you've paid to go into yacht club. They should have a dedicated, you get onto the ship here, you go up straight to your area, rather than having to go in with 6,000 people getting onto the ship and fighting for a lift. Yeah,
so I guess it's just whether you prefer priority over any crowds versus just no crowds at all.
Just no crowds at all. Literally just.
So everyone's equal, but you're one of 10 instead of 10 of 6,000.
Yeah.
The outdoor areas in Yacht Club, I think were amazing.
Yeah.
So it felt like a holiday. It felt quiet. It felt premium.
Yeah.
It felt luxury. On Ponant, the outdoor areas was a smoking area, only because we were on the Iceland sailing, so it was cold outside.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was a pool. There were, was it 7 sun lounges, 8 sun lounges?
Yeah, about 8 sun lounges for 260 people. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I never saw anyone on the sun lounges whatsoever. So obviously,
Did see someone in the pool though.
Yeah, we saw someone in the pool, the heated pool.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we were going to try it, weren't we?
We
just ran out of time.
Yeah.
I do think the outdoor area in Yacht Club was more luxurious.
Yeah.
At the time, I think if the L'Austral was, sailing somewhere in a hotter climate.
Yeah, like the Mediterranean, Caribbean.
Yeah.
Those areas would stand out, I think.
Yeah, the outdoor areas would have been used more and probably would have felt better. But the sailings that we did, I think the Yacht Club was a better sailing, a better outdoor, a more exclusive luxury feeling.
Yeah, yeah, because we did, just a comparison to the normal part of Yacht Club as well. When we did cut through, it was busy. Like every sunbed was taken. There was crowds everywhere. They was having a great time, but it was so nice to just walk back into Yacht Club, go up to our pool area, and it just be calm.
Yeah.
And you could actually switch off, which I think is a big part of going on holiday, to just switch off. The cabin comparison as well. I think, me personally, I loved the Yacht Club cabin. I think the space was amazing. There was like a sofa area. There was a table. We had our friends in the next cabin and they came over and played some card games in the cabin. The bathroom itself was bigger. The balcony was bigger. And I think the amenities inside the cabin was nicer as well. Now, don't get me wrong, the Ponant was stunning, but the size was lacking when we was trying to have our room service, which is quite important on Ponant because you can miss your dinners. There wasn't really much room to have the food. I think they should have had a little bit bigger. And then the separate shower to the toilet, that kind of threw me each time as well. I kind of felt like I was in the cupboard. Whereas
in the closet.
Yeah, in the closet again, yeah. Whereas on MSC, I don't know, the space just felt so nice, and the shower was really big. You could walk in, at least 3-4 people. Obviously, 3-4 people didn't come in our shower, but that's how big the cabin size is difference. I think the MSC Yacht Club for me is the winner on the cabin.
I do think the Ponant cabin was more luxurious though.
Yeah.
As in, even though it's a smaller cabin, it was nicer. Like the furniture was nicer. The TV was a bit old.
Yeah.
But the furniture was nicer, and there was no. I do remember there was like a few questionable stains in the Yacht Club cabin, and it kind of felt like a dusty old sofa.
I probably just blanked that out.
Compared to, I mean, there was no sofa in Ponant.
No,
so.
it was a chair. Yeah, a chair and a bed.
But the chair felt brand new.
Yeah, I did sit in there quite a lot because where the chair was, there was a big window looking out into the balcony.
Yeah.
And if it was a bit nippy or it was first thing in the morning, I would sit there and watch the world go by, which was
the furniture outside on. Was there even any furniture outside on the Yacht Club?
Yeah, there was 2 chairs.
Was there?
Yeah.
I don't really remember that, but I do remember the furniture was nice outside on L'Austral.
Oh yeah, the chairs were nice. We just couldn't utilise it too much
because it was cold.
And was on the lower deck, remember? We had that metal front balcony.
Yeah, so we could stare at the wall.
We could stare at the wall if we sat down, yeah.
Yeah, but I do think, we enjoyed it more on the Virtuosa in Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Because the cabin was so much bigger. And the bathroom as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, the Ponant cabin was beautiful still.
Yeah, it kind of took our breath away still, didn't it, when we walked in? Like, it just felt, like you say, it felt premium, it felt luxury, and you're like, wow, okay, this is a beautiful cabin.
Yeah.
And it's just when you start getting your stuff out that you realise, actually, it is that little bit smaller.
So, I do think we did panic a little bit more on Ponant with the dress code.
Yeah, more than we should have, probably.
Yeah. Because quite a few people, we thought everyone had to make the effort on the gala nights, the captain's dinner nights, but not everybody did.
No.
Whereas with MSC, you kind of know it's optional.
Yeah.
So is it the white party?
Yeah.
you don't have to do it if you don't want to, and you're still allowed to go eat in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Whereas I do think the main restaurant said you had to wear.
You had to be in that kind of not black tie, but almost black tie.
Yeah, you had to be in a smart top, shoes, trousers.
Yeah.
Dinner jacket was optional, but
Yeah.
but it was kind of more enforced than MSC.
Yeah.
Or it tried to be. Some people just didn't, and I don't really know what had happened. I never saw anyone get removed for not wearing the right attire, but
I have heard though that people, if they go in t-shirts and stuff, they do get taken away.
yeah.
No, not taken away, but just said, can you change your
Dropped
top?
off the back of the ship.
Yeah.
So who MSC Yacht Club suits?
I think, me personally, I think it's an all-rounder, but I would say more adult-only focused. I think it would be nice if it was adults only.
Yeah.
Because in the yacht club, the whole ship of Virtuosa, they've got so much to do as families, like they've got all the children's entertainment, and it would be nice just to have that adults exclusive area where you can escape that. Like for us, we don't have children, and it would be nice to not have them there taking over the pool as they sometimes do. I do personally think that, but couples and families, but I prefer it to just be adult only.
Yeah, and it's also people who want more choice. People want more things to do on the ship, more food choices, more flexibility with eating.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry. Yeah, I think it's more vibrant, MSC.
Yeah.
The yacht club is more vibrant, so it's grander ships. For me, it feels more premium that you are in the luxury area of the standard ship.
Yeah, you do kind of feel like a bit like not like a celebrity, but like a VIP, don't you? You do feel like
felt
a VIP.
more VIP
Yeah.
than going VIP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ponant suits. Who Ponant suits?
Yeah, I would say more of the older generation who have a real passion for the itineraries that they are going on. Yes, you still get the luxury ship, but I think Ponant really focus on immersing yourself in the destination. So I think probably the older generation for them. They have a little kids club, but I think even then, I think it would probably be the more mature couple who are going to go to sightsee. They're going to Iceland to look at the whales. They're going to look at the puffins. They're not going to have a good time on the ship and use the ship as the entertainment. It's definitely.
I think the whole time we were there, we maybe saw 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah, there wasn't many at all, and they was all very well behaved.
Only at dinner.
Yeah,
never saw them.
we never saw them in the
ship.
day.
Yeah, I think bed by 10.
Yeah, bed by
Ship
10.
switches
up
off.
early.
I mean, to be fair, the entertainment did carry on until, was it 11?
I think it might have
That
been.
bingo night was.
Yeah, the bingo night lasted that little bit longer because
Yeah.
everyone was up dancing. I think that was kind of like a fun vibe day.
Yeah. Yeah, Ponant felt more like it was catered towards people who wanted the quieter expedition life rather than a holiday.
Yeah, it was definitely, they had chosen that itinerary for the itinerary. They didn't choose it for the ship. Yeah. Whereas I think with the MSC, a lot of people, they love the Virtuosa, they love what the Virtuosa has to offer, and then they love the yacht club to come with that. So.
And how it feels closing the door.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily matter where you go with them because you're still going to have an amazing time either way.
What was better than expected on MSC?
The quality of the food and the yacht club experience closing those doors. I didn't expect it to feel so surreal.
You little line stealer. What surprised you about Ponant?
The ship sites and the lack of food options.
Things that the brochures do not explain on either.
Ponant easily, the captain stopping because he saw whales and knew that the guests would love to see the whales, stopping the ship and getting to experience that, just bobbing around in the ocean. Amazing. What was worse than expected on MSC?
Butler.
Yeah, agreed.
Without bullying. I did think I was going to need a butler more.
Then you actually needed the butler, yeah.
And I felt like I was going to get a butler more than I did.
Agreed. What was worse than expected on Ponant?
The food.
The food, yeah.
The food availability.
For a vegetarian, for you as well.
Yeah, because I like to do my own thing with food, it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
But the room service was available 24/7.
Yeah. So, final verdict time. Who won for you?
I preferred the extra exclusivity of being in a luxurious area on a standard ship.
Okay. For me, Ponant won for me. And it wasn't the ship experience, it was what they offer to immerse you into the destinations. So the stopping for the whales, I'm a very big animal person, so stopping for whales was just mind-blowing for me. I can't imagine MSC doing that. And just the itineraries that they created for you to really feel like you're in Iceland.
I don't even feel bad, like obviously I really enjoyed that
No,
stuff.
yeah, well that's where we're different, you know. You love that luxury experience, but I'm more of an outdoor nature person, so for that, for me, was the winner. I think if we did the same itinerary as the MSC would have won for me.
Yeah.
I think that's the way I'm going to put it.
Yeah, because Ponant parking up in France and us just hanging on the ship wouldn't have been as fun.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a destination ship.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for the ones we're comparing, Ponant for me.
So bucket list itinerary. So, for example, Iceland was one, and maybe an Antarctica kind of sailing. Ponant going to win hands down.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
100%, yeah. Sorry, I just said the same word as you. But I think if we were to want a holiday cruise, where we're chilling by the pool,
with a still fun atmosphere, fun vibe,
eating burgers, drinking beers, I think veggie burgers, I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone thought I like burgers. I think it would be more fun to be on an MSC Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Yacht Club only.
Yacht Club only, yeah. I think Yacht Club ruined MSC's experience for us because I can't see us going back from that now.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to any cruises that we're going on, not doing any kind of special areas, doing standard class.
Yeah, just to have an experience of it.
So, private luxury area on a massive ship?
Or a small luxury ship where everyone has luxury?
Which one would you choose?